inside a troll's dressing room before.
It's really impolite to
Here we
walk
are.
into a room without knocking. But who knows what you miss out on when you take the time to knock. Sapphire had a pile of money in her room, and I was glad I hadn't given her an opportunity to hide it.
Hello.
Luton, you startled me. Didn't Mother tell you not to walk into rooms unannounced?
Mother told me to walk into rooms with a crossbow. She was a sensible woman.
What you want?
That's quite a lot of money you've got.
What? Oh, yeah. Money, yeah.
Where'd you get it, Sapphire?
Oh, that. Well, see, I won it.
Won it?
Won it.
Yes, at casino.
Which
Ooh.
one?
Saturnalia. Sapphire go there often.
Really? Is it a good casino?
Oh, yeah. Good as casino get. You should go, Luton.
Maybe I will.
Yay, new location. That's always a good thing. And a new clue. Can I talk to you about why you lied to me?
You lied to me, Sapphire. Strung me along with that Madame Lodestone story.
What? No. Sapphire told truth.
The troll in Madame Lodestone's grave wasn't Therma.
How you tell?
Malachite told me.
You trust him?
He's too stupid to lie, and you're too smart not to.
Sapphire not smart. Big dumb troll, like all the other trolls.
Oh dear.
Don't play games, Sapphire. I know you're smarter than the average troll, although I could say the same about some mushrooms.
Look, Sapphire don't know why someone would switch bodies. Sapphire just trying to help.
She was lying to me. I could feel it. She was obviously hiding something, but it was apparent I needed to know more if I was going to worm it out of her.
Okay. Sapphire's money.
So, you won this money at the races.
No, not at races. At casino.
Oh, yeah, that's right. At the casino.
Nice try. Do you anything on the counterweight killings? Come on. Here we are. No. Malachite?
Thanks for telling me where to find Malachite.
Can't a girl help out friends?
Am I your friend?
We see, honey. We see. Everyone needs friends.
Counterweight killings? Where are you? There we are.
You heard of the counterweight killings?
Yeah?
What do you know about them?
Sapphire know they called counterweight killing. Sapphire
Good
know
start.
people kill. That
Good
all
start.
Sapphire know.
Oh, okay. I didn't get very far. What about this guy?
How does it feel to be working underneath where Mundy was horrifically murdered?
People die, honey. It happens.
Do you know anything about Mundy's death?
Sapphire know that you prime suspect.
Thank you for that.
Word travels fast, doesn't it?
Small town.
It's not so small. Anyway, gossip spreads faster the more people there are to hear it. It's funny that way.
Don't think there's anything else. Unless I try the picture on her. Yeah, let's try with the picture.
Do you recognize the dwarf in this iconograph?
You must think I know whole town.
Guess not. Is it worth showing her that?
I wasn't about to flash the stolen tooth around. Someone might tell Lord Salat.
Oh, yeah, we've had that one before. Thank you, Sapphire.
I'll be back.
That's what they all say.
Okay, let's go to this new location then. Casino. Ah, there it is.
Saturnalia was almost legendary. The upmarket casino was situated on the King's Way and was frequented by the rich members of Ankh's high society and hopeful social climbers from Morpork. It was a temple to pride, greed, and avarice. And like any temple, anyone with money was welcome.
I like the way they put the distinction between Ankh-Morpork in there. Oh, is there nothing to do here? Oh, what's this? River Ankh.
The River Ankh. Probably the only river in the universe on which you could chalk the outline of a corpse.
Can you do
I'd
anything with it?
already had to dive onto the Ankh once. I wasn't about to do it again.
Still like the way he says dive onto, not dive into. In which case... yeah, let's go in.
The last person I wanted to see was Death himself, waiting to take me to whatever hell
What the heck
awaits
is
a
that?
failure like me. But after Death, Ilsa was a close second. My eyes were drawn to her the moment I entered the room, and I decided then and there that I wasn't going to talk to her. The next thing I remember, I was talking to her.
Hello, Luton. Still mad at me?
As soon as I learn how to offer forgiveness, you'll be the first one to receive it.
This is my companion, Two Conkers.
Pleased to be meeting you. You are Remora Salachi. Not the last time I checked.
This is Luton. He's an old friend of mine.
Why did he think I was Remora Salachi?
We're supposed to be meeting him here.
What do you want with an assassin like Remora?
What are you talking about?
I looked around to see Remora drawing a weapon. Assassins are damn good
dear.
at what they do, but they're not allowed to kill innocent bystanders. I didn't know if it was bravery or stupidity, but I decided to stand between Remora and his target. Interrupting an assassin while he was working was a risky
Not
business.
useful.
So I decided to ambush Remora with the old only answer questions with questions routine. Why did you try to kill that woman?
Why does any assassin try to kill someone?
Who put a contract out on Ilsa?
Don't you know better than to interfere
Okay.
in official guild business?
Why would anyone want to kill Ilsa?
Do you expect me to discuss a confidential case with you?
What do you want from me, Remora?
A swift death and a cheap funeral.
Ha! You lose. That wasn't a question, that was a statement. You're getting sloppy.
You're lucky we're only allowed to kill for money, because I'd take you out for free, Luton.
Oh, he's not happy.
I'd managed to embarrass Remora in front of a crowd of social notables, and that was bad.
Oh, it's Carlotta.
It was bad enough that I had the watch breathing down my neck without the Assassin's Guild baying for my blood. Fortunately, there was nothing they could do to me unless someone paid for a contract on me. Actually, that wasn't strictly true. They could tie me up and torture me for days if they wanted to, just as long as I didn't die. It wasn't a comforting thought.
Who was the woman?
Hello.
Carlotta, what are you doing here?
I like to take risks. Isn't that what life is for?
I've taken enough risks to last a lifetime.
You didn't answer my question, you know. Who was the woman?
Ilsa, why do you want to know? Jealous? Afraid
dear.
you might have a rival?
All women are rivals, Luton.
She's not important.
I see. If you decide to be honest with me, I'll be around.
It was the most unsettled I'd seen Carlotta get. I guess there was a heart in that cold chest after all.
Right, so what have we got here? Craps table. Exit. Whirl. Carrick deck. Roulette table. And Carlotta. Start with the craps table.
The noble game of craps. Played with 3 8-sided dice, it had been played on the cobbles of Ankh-Morpork for decades. I guess that's where the name came from. I didn't feel like craps.
Roulette table.
A roulette table sat in one corner of the casino, but it didn't keep my attention.
Can I use it?
I really didn't want to play.
Oh,
Carlotta didn't strike me as the gambling kind, but then with her look, she could probably gamble with other people's money. Personally, I thought that took the edge out of the experience, but I doubt she cared.
let's talk to her.
The woman's name is Ilsa. She and I used to be close. It's over.
Why are you telling me this?
I thought you might want to know.
How is the case going?
Badly. Mundy's dead.
Dead?
Yeah, dead. Murdered. And not a pretty sight. I'm sorry.
Don't be. I'll survive. You could have chosen a nicer way to tell me.
I thought you might appreciate me getting straight to the point. Do you want me to stay on the case?
Is there still a case?
I thought perhaps you might like to know who killed Mundy and why.
Yes, I owe him that. You can continue with the case, Luton.
Thank you very much. Talk to you.
Do you want to know what happened with Mundy?
Oh boy.
That's what I'm paying you for, isn't it?
Is it? I'm starting to wonder.
Don't you like me, Luton?
What's not to like? You're a woman like any other.
Do you look down on all women, or just the ones you know?
I have plenty of distaste to go around.
Let's try with this lot. Carlotta.
I wasn't about to ask Carlotta about herself.
Guess not. Malachite.
Do you know a big, dumb troll called Malachite?
I thought all trolls were big and dumb.
This one pushes new
Stereotyping.
boundaries. Do you know him or not?
No, I don't.
Do you know a woman named Ilsa or a man named Two Conquerors?
Oh, that's out of
Be
sequence.
careful, Luton. I don't appreciate people wasting my time.
Have you
Look at
heard of
this
a
guy.
dwarf who goes by the name of Al-Khali?
No, I haven't.
Never mind. It was a long shot. Have you heard of a
No.
Never. It was a long.
Okay, let's carry on. Counterweight killings.
Have you heard of the counterweight killings?
No.
Mundy's murder looks like a counterweight killing.
Oh, I'm thrilled.
She's really not
Do you want to
helping.
hear about Mundy's death?
I'm not that kind of ghoul.
I never said you were. I just thought you might like to know.
I don't need the details.
Did Carlotta kill
Did
Monday?
you kill Mundy?
What? What do you think I am, Luton?
It's got nothing to do with what I think of you, Carlotta. But the Watch are investigating, and if they find out about your connection with Mundy, you're bound to be a suspect.
So why are you asking me if I did it?
Let's just call it professional curiosity.
If I had done it, would you turn me in?
That depends
On what?
on why you did it.
You don't strike me as a moralist, Luton.
I'm a simple man, Carlotta. I have simple ideas of what's right and what's wrong. The trouble is, things are seldom that simple. It's always somewhere in the middle ground. I try not to jump to conclusions. In my line of work, that can get you killed.
That must be a tremendous incentive to think everything through.
I do my best. You still haven't answered my question.
I didn't kill him, Luton, if that's what you really want to know.
Do you have an alibi? I told her when the murder took place and asked her if she had an alibi. I wasn't surprised when she did.
She was
Frankly,
here.
I reckon I could have said any day and any time, and she'd have had an alibi.
Bet she was
She
here.
was that kind of woman.
There are witnesses who can corroborate where I was.
And where were you?
I was in the Temple of Small Gods.
Oh, okay.
Spend a lot of time on your knees, do you, sister?
We all need a little absolution.
For your sins?
Everything I do is a sin in someone's eyes.
Hey, another new location. Okay. What else? Sapphire lies.
I'm trying to find out why a troll named Sapphire would lie to me. Any thoughts?
Be careful, Luton. I don't appreciate people wasting my time.
No. Sapphires. I need to ask
You
these
don't
guys
happen to
about
know
that.
how a troll singer might end up with a lot of money by any chance?
Let's try not to get too sidetracked, Luton.
Okay, that's not worked. Dealt with that one. And lastly, but not leastly, this.
Did you know Reagan well?
Reagan? The Count's driver, you mean? I wouldn't say I knew him well, but I knew him. He was always hanging around the mansion.
What can you tell me about him?
I never trusted him. I always thought he was after the Count's money.
As opposed to you, who had purely altruistic reasons for marrying into wealth.
I was young and I was poor. Besides, I made Ulrich happy.
Okay. I think I'm done with this line of inquiry.
I've got things to do. I'll see you around, Carlotta.
It's this place now.
The game Whirl was croupier for used a Carrack deck, the distilled wisdom of the ancients painted onto cards. I didn't need any of the cards, although I would have liked a few to decorate my office. Maybe the Ace of Octograms, the Inquisitor, the Exquisitor, and the irritating habit of finishing off other people's sentences. The croupier at the truncheon table was a man named Whirl. Whirl didn't give anything away for free. What's the game?
We've got a wizard there.
Truncheon. Interested, stranger?
The name's Luton. What are the stakes?
Minimum stake is $1 a hand. House limit is 10,000 per hand.
I'm in. Here's my dollar.
Hey, big spender.
Whirl told me how to play the game. Something to do with the Major Arcana and the Private Arcana. The Major Arcana had strange names like the Fool, the Pyrophant, and the unbelievable expense of a slice of cheese. Essentially, it seems I just had to stay under 21 and get as high as I could. It all seems pretty whimsical to me.
It's a
Blackjack.
whimsical world.
What happens in a tie?
I win.
That doesn't seem fair.
I'll note that down in the complaints book, shall I? Player thinks the odds might be stacked in favour of the house.
I didn't really know what I was doing, but I expected to lose my dollar anyway, so I didn't worry about it. But someone else at the table seemed pretty worked up about what I was doing.
That isn't the way to play it.
Why not?
Because it isn't the way to win.
Is there a way to win?
Well, there's a way to lose more slowly.
What's it to you?
I've seen enough losing. I don't want to see any more.
I only bet $1.
No, it's the principle of the thing.
What do you think?
I'm just a croupier. I'm not paid to think.
I lost my dollar, but I reckon I got value for money. And hey, the cards were pretty.
Interesting.
Do you own this place?
Saturnalia? No, you gotta be kidding.
Who owns it?
I don't really know. Probably a whole group of people. For all I know, no one owns it, and it just keeps ticking over all on its own.
Is that likely?
Frankly, I don't really care. As long as I get paid, it's all the same to me.
Don't you have an inquisitive mind?
No, I find people with inquisitive minds don't live too long.
That's useful to know, I guess. Okay, need to go back a bit. Back a bit more. Here we are.
Do you know a troll named Sapphire?
Oh, I'm just a simple croupier. I wouldn't know anything important. And if I did, I certainly wouldn't give it away for nothing.
I guess you don't like to give away anything for free.
When you've worked in a casino as long as I have, you learn that you don't get anything for nothing.
Well, that was interesting.
I was told that I'd find a certain troll's body in the Salachi Mausoleum. Only when I got there, it wasn't the right body. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Alrighty.
You went rooting around in the Salachi family mausoleum. Hey, leave me out of this, Luton.
Anything else? Get through them, get through them, get through that. Can ask about Malachite, see if he knows.
Do you know a troll by the name of Malachite?
I don't think so.
Guess not. Counterweight killings?
Have you heard of the counterweight killings?
Sure, and I only have one thing to say about them. I'll place good money that the patrician's next.
Any reason?
Just a hunch.
Mundy's
Do
murder?
you know anything about the murder of a man named Mundy?
I'm just a croupier. I don't know everything.
Guess not. Carlotta, do you know Carlotta?
You know Carlotta?
Well enough.
She's a regular here.
Oh yeah, she likes to come in every once in a while. She usually ends up betting with somebody else's money,
Not
and
surprised.
she never loses control.
What do you mean?
Well, you can win or lose in a single game. That's just the way it is. But sooner or later, people lose control and bet all they have left. And then that's it. For most of them, they don't care. Mostly they're just big shots with more money than sense who like the glamour of Saturnalia. Some of them are hopefuls who can't afford to lose the money they've wagered. But those that are really good at the game, they never lose control. They know just when to play and just when to quit.
And Carlotta's one of them.
Carlotta is always in control.
Okay, that's interesting to know. Ilsa and Two Conquerors.
Do you know a woman named Ilsa or a man named Two Conquers?
I don't think so.
They were here just a moment ago.
What do you know about a dwarf named Al-Khali?
I'm just a croupier. I don't know everything.
Anything else? Try with this, but I
Does the
doubt
word
it.
Azil mean anything to you?
I'm just a croupier.
Guess
I
not.
don't know everything.
I think that's it. I'll just show him the photo just to completeness.
Do you
sake.
recognize the dwarf in this iconograph?
Maybe. My memory just isn't as good as it could be.
Okay, what about one of these?
I wasn't about to flash the stolen tooth around. Someone...
Okay, I guess not. Thank you for that.
Time to
Goodbye.
excuse myself from the table, I think.
Well, I'm going to leave it there for this evening. As usual, if you like what you see, do please like, comment and subscribe. It really does help us. See you later, guys. Bye.